Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? We are back with another review of a day at an amusement park, and today we are talking about this day we just had at Dorney Park. So yeah, so let's get started. So when we first got into the park, we rode Possessed, and then after Possessed we rode Iron Menace, and then after Iron Menace we headed to I think Steel Force, and then after Steel Force we headed to Thunderhawk, and then after Thunderhawk we headed to we headed to Dominator Green, and after Dominator Green we did Dominator Red, and then after Dominator Red I think that's when we did Demon Drop or something.
Yeah, Demon Drop.
Yeah, and then after Demon Drop we did Hydra, and then after Hydra we did Meteor, and then after Meteor we went to eat at Whitewater Tavern, and then after that we headed for a ride on
Wave Swing?
I think it might have been Cedar Creek Cannonball.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. So after Cedar Creek Cannonball, we headed to I think that's when we did
That might have been when we did Wave Swing.
I think we did Waves
or Talon.
Talon,
Yeah.
I think. And so I thought we did Wave Singer later, but anyways, so after Talon we rode Kaleidoscope, and then after Kaleidoscope we headed to when we got the ride in on Demon Drop. I just remember I forgot. I thought we remembered having one in the morning, but we didn't. But so that was our. So then we got our ride in on Demon Drop, and then after Demon Drop we headed to I think it was Thunderhawk, and then for a re-ride, and then after Thunderhawk we headed to Scrambler, and then after Scrambler we headed over to Steel Force, and then after Steel Force we did Revolution, and then after we headed to Iron Menace, I think.
Yeah, for a re-ride.
Yeah, for a re-ride, and then after Iron Menace we went for a Possessed re-ride, and then after the Possessed re-ride we headed to I think it was Tilt-A-Whirl, was
Yeah, it might have been Tilt-A-Whirl,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then after Tilt-A-Whirl we headed to Hydra for a re-ride on that, and then after Hydra we headed for another re-ride on Meteor, and then after Meteor we headed for we headed to Ferris Wheel at that point.
Yeah,
I think
Ferris Wheel.
Yeah, and then after Ferris Wheel we headed for the Monster March, I think. Yeah, and then after the Monster March we headed to Trick or Treat, and then after Trick or Treat we headed to Roadside Stop and Shop, and then after Roadside Stop and Shop we headed to I think it was Blood on the Bayou. And so after Blood on the Bayou we headed to Kaleidoscope for a night ride, and then after Kaleidoscope we headed to Tourist Trap, and then after Tourist Trap we headed to I think it might have been Ghost in the
Machine, I think.
Ghost in the Machine, I think, yeah. And then after Ghost in the Machine we headed for a ride in on Steel Force, and then after Steel Force we headed for Necropolis, and then after Necropolis we headed to after Necropolis we headed to
I think Steel Force.
No. Iron Menace for a night ride. Shout out Chris.
Did you cover the Steel Force night ride we got?
Yeah, I think I did.
Oh yeah, that was before Necropolis. Never mind.
Yeah, so after that we headed
and then Iron Menace, yeah.
Then Iron Menace.
Yeah, shout out to Chris.
Shout out Chris, yeah. And then after Iron Menace, that basically concluded this visit at Dorney Park. So that concludes this visit I just had to Dorney Park. Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more coming soon to Coaster Plus Music 19. And make sure to go check out my merch store on Bonfire. I'll have a link in the description. I sell t-shirts, face masks, all the things, so make sure to go check it out. I'll have a link in the description, and make sure to subscribe if you're new and turn on post notifications so you will not miss an uploaded new video.
And I will see you in the next